Welcome back. This is the conclusion to the Greatest Challenge series. And as usual, mind your motion sickness. So here we are. It's complete, and they'll be coming to pick it up in a few days. You've seen the earlier summary of work, but in conclusion, I've moved the inner apron strap and buckle on the left hip up as high as it can go. Can't take it higher than that. So that is above the horn of the pelvis on the left side. On the right side, the horn of the pelvis winds up between these two buckles. So again, remember, I'd put in a strap of cloth to bear the load. So right here, these are sort of capturing the horn of the pelvis, and the kilt is as level, the lower edge is as level as I can make it. So what I've done and what I'm going to recommend to them is that they do the fine tuning, as it were, with a set of braces, suspenders, if you're speaking in American English. Of course, the only type of braces worth having are the ones with buttons rather than clips. Clips are a waste of time. So I've marked for them with white thread where I suggest they sew the buttons. Center of the back, the leading edge of the outside apron, the leading edge of the inside. I got that backwards. The leading edge of the inside apron, leading edge of the outside apron, and that will allow them to do the fine tuning, as it were. Now, it just occurred to me, I got this tiny little sliver of wood picked up from my table there. It just occurred to me that because this kilt is going to be at such an angle, it's going to be interesting to see how the pleats hang, because of course they're tailored and pressed that way. They're going to be, what's that, about 11 degrees or so. It's going to be interesting to see how the pleats fall. And I'm going to ask them to report back on that, because I'm going to have to think a little bit about how I could correct that. Possibly, and here's me thinking with my mouth, possibly having the person wear the thing and then seeing how the pleats fall, and then basting them using the owner as a tailor's dummy, basting them as they fall from his hips, and then so basting them as they, as in the way that I've shown earlier about rolling a pleat back or forth to correct it. So by rolling a pleat back or forth and then basting it flat, and doing that across the entire way, including the including the aprons. So there's I hope I don't have to do that, but at least I have a plan should it be necessary. And again, the belt straps, the belt loops, which he was most insistent on because of his waist belt. He wants his waist belt to be aiding in this process, because the waist belt, again, will be above the horns of the pelvis. Okay. Now, I had said that this was my greatest challenge to date. And wouldn't you know it, the very next kilt that I'm about to start work on this morning is equally a great challenge. So this is what happens when I complain that things are getting dull. The universe complies. Right. Okay, I'm going to get back to it. Motion sickness. Cheers.